Hi guys, as per the title that you can see below, today I will review product from one of the high-end brand called Nars. So Nars, actually I never had the product from one of them because of the price range that they have, but after I saw several reviews that caught my eyes for this product, so I decided to try it on. So the product that I'm talking about today is the foundation that actually maybe in abroad it's already been a while, but in Indonesia I think there are still have not released here yet. Even in Sephora, I believe I already asked the staff there, but they said that they don't have it in the counter, so I have to buy it online in Sephora ID, and I got it. And today this is the product that I'm talking about. This is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. It's supposed to be sweat resistant and then color changing resistant, so it's supposed to be not oxidized through times. And this is actually not the first impression review, so we will talk about that. So I got in the shade Light 3, which is the Gobi. I tried a sample for Mont Blanc, but I think Mont Blanc is a little bit too light for me, so I went through the one shade deeper than Mont Blanc, which is Gobi. It's the Light 3. So Gobi is basically like for yellow undertone, and I believe I have that yellow undertone, so we'll see about that. And this comes in 34 shades, white shades range actually, I believe. And I already used this for about 2 weeks now, and this is a good foundation. Let me tell you, this is a very good foundation. It said what it said. It does what it said. The color changing is not that bad. I mean, it still have a little bit color changing, like one shade, not really one shade, about a half shade darker when you already apply, but it's not that obvious through time, so it's a good foundation. So I will show you how I apply it. Usually I already prep my skin with lotion, water lotion, and then I already apply my sunscreen, but I have no primer on in my skin, so I will show you guys how the coverage and then how it applies on my skin. Okay, so I will use two methods here. So one side is using sponge and then one side using a brush. The way that I think it's better is using a sponge, although I'm not really into a sponge because of the bacteria and then stuff like that. But it's the heartbreaking that I have to say it's better apply with sponge, because this foundation is really dry down really fast and you have to work really fast with the foundation. And I mean, it's really fast, trust me. Let me show you. So the packaging is like this. It comes with a pump. I mean, this is not a pump, this is just a quick squeeze bottle, and this is a good material. See, I'm gonna talking about the packaging first. So this is like a matte, kind of high quality plastic, and it says just NARS like this. And then it consists of 45 ml, which is a bit higher quantity than most of the foundation, which is good, right? So we get a pretty much more amount for the foundation that we got from this brand, which is good. So you just squeeze it out, and then I will show you. So just a little bit like this. So it is a little bit runny, And this is very high coverage foundation. Let me show you. Just like that. And then you just have to apply it really fast, work really fast. I just use my real technique. Beauty blender, beauty sponge, and then you have to drag it like this, so it will spread it really well. See, there is some mark because this foundation needs to work really fast, like really fast. You have to work really fast, and then when it stays, it stays. No matter how long you're gonna wear this foundation. See, this is like a full cover compared to this, and this feels nothing on my skin, even though this is a very full coverage foundation. So you can build this up on the second layer. Maybe I have to just a little bit add. Sometimes I don't use any more concealer after I'm using this foundation because it's already covering up my imperfection that I have in my skin. Sometimes I just have blemish like in my skin, but not that often when I get only my period. So this is with the sponge. As you can see, it blends really well and it doesn't feels like that weight for the full coverage foundation that I'm talking about. So when you used to wearing a full coverage foundation, you still kind of feeling like a mask, right, on your face, but it doesn't, you know, it doesn't. It's really good. Well, I think it's full coverage, but I have the very tiny pimple that I have from my period. Maybe it's just, I will cover up with concealer, but it doesn't budge. See? It doesn't bother me that much. So this is half of my face that I already apply with the NARS Soft Matte Foundation. And then this is still bare face. I still have not put anything in my skin here, this side. So I'm gonna show you how I apply with the brush. This is the brush from Masami Soko 320. This is just a regular foundation. I think I already have this one for about 5 or 6 years and it's still a good material. See, the bristles is really good and really smooth. This much. Wow. I have to work fast, I know. So I'm not gonna drag it because, you know, usually I just dab it like this. But can you hear the sound if I'm using a brush? It's like there's some brush sound that I don't really like because it's kind of reminding me of my very dry skin, you know? This is the second layer. So I think for the application wise, I prefer to use the sponge because of the time efficiency. It's faster for using a sponge, you know. You don't have to face that kind of messy in here for the first time that I'm using brush, you see. But the result, I think it's already kind of the same here. Kind of the same, yeah. Kind of the same. So this is the base after apply foundation. This is from the brush side, and this is using a sponge side, using the Real Technique, just the regular sponge from Real Technique. So after a while, I feel that it dries down, not that matte, you know. I mean, I have a very dry skin, but it doesn't bother me because it's still, I would say, not really that matte, but it's soft matte, so it does what it claims here. It's soft matte foundation, so it doesn't make my dry patches coming through, you know. It's good foundation, and the color suits me well, I believe. No? Maybe it's just a little bit too white for my skin, but it's okay because I want to try the veil, but it's kind of different under the sun with my skin, so I choose GOBI instead. So this is the base after foundation. So I'll be right back after I apply my full makeup. Okay, see you. So guys, I already applied the rest of my makeup, and then this is how the final look. Just apply some basic and simple eyeshadow, and then put some blush and highlighter, and then some nude lips, and here we go, I'm done. So I will be right back with the check-in, and we'll see about the oxidation that is it really going to happen. And in the first part of the video that I'm talking about is maybe this will oxidize just a little bit, so I will show you guys the result by the end of the day. Okay, see you guys, bye. Hi guys, so this is already 5 p.m. in the afternoon, and then I applied this foundation from 1 p.m. so it's about 4 hours now, and it's not really have that oxidation going on in my skin, just the way they are from the first application, I believe. See, it doesn't change anything from the color. From the oil control, I wouldn't say that much because I have dry skin, but I think if you have a dry skin, I really suggest that you to prep your skin really well, put so much hydration on your skin, so when you apply this foundation it comes easier with the application if you have dry skin. So, but I don't know if you have oily skin. Maybe some oil skin girls out there can share what your opinion, how to prep the skin well. Do you have to wear a mattifying primer or not? You can share down below in the comments, and or any combination skin girl out there, please share. But this foundation so far doesn't emphasize my fine lines, but it's kind of blurring my pores. As you can see here, I have pretty much big pores in my area, in my nose. It doesn't feel anything, guys. It's really wowing me because until now, after 4 hours of application, it doesn't feel anything in my skin, even though this is a full coverage foundation. As you can see, right, I applied 2 layers of this foundation in the first place, so it is very good foundation. I would recommend this for you so far. But if at the end of the day, if this stays like this, I will be very shocked. Okay, so see ya.